My name is Olivia. I've been playing the violin all my life, and I came to Next, sort of by accident. I was looking for contemporary music as an area to look into, because it's not something that I'd done much of properly in music college, and just from Googling I found this scheme and applied over lockdown, sent in a video, and yeah, really glad that I got accepted. When lockdown hit, I'd literally just graduated and I'd started building everything up, so that all sort of stopped and took the steam out of it completely. We were forced to relocate from London, so that was another reason that I looked into Next, was because I was looking to get involved in the Birmingham music scene. So that has been a really good sort of, I've been thrown into it, which has been really nice. In terms of rehearsing, rehearsing's been okay. We seem to manage that. That's been all right. Lessons have been difficult. Coaching's going to be difficult, I think, because it's going to be really hard to hear that, I think, properly over Zoom. We'll see. But it's still useful. Like, at least we're able to do something. It's better than nothing. So, yeah. With Vortex Temporum, that he was looking to push all the instruments to their extreme of what they are capable of. And so sometimes he does go sort of over that line, and it is really, really hard, and it can be quite, I remember being very overwhelmed when I first saw it on the page. But sort of, I think that's because you're very prone when you're classically trained to take things at face value, very much as what it looks like on the page, whereas actually a lot of what he's going for is gesture. So what we've been talking about a lot today in the rehearsal is getting those gestures to collectively work together. It's also why it's so important to rehearse it together and not just on your own, because it doesn't sound like anything out of context, and then you put it all together and it's like, oh, of course, that's amazing, that sound world that he's creating. So in terms of what he wants from the violin, there's harmonics that he wants in very quick succession, which is not something I've ever played before. He wants very virtuosic things, but in ways that are really unfamiliar to someone like me, who, you know, you play concertos and it's just scales and arpeggios, whereas this is all virtuosic in terms of where your bow is in relation to the bridge or over the fingerboard in very, very quick succession. Your bow control has to be top notch. Some of these harmonics he wants in very quick succession, which means making them speak is really, really difficult. And then just rhythmically, it's exceptionally difficult to put everything together when you've got fives on top of sixes on top of sevens sometimes. Still finding the ensemble, and then with the conductor as well, and then on top of that, all of these difficult things he's getting to do with the bow. That's how he's really pushing you to the limit of your capability, I think, as an instrumentalist. I always felt in music college that obviously the main focus was classical repertoire. Baroque was sort of included in a sort of historical performance way, but there was always this sort of cut-off with contemporary music, that there was almost this sort of just total shut-off from most people, that, oh no, that's not for me. My teachers were all like that. They just didn't want to touch it. So it was never something that I was even able really to figure out if I was good at it or if I liked it. Over lockdown, I'd been sort of listening to things and practicing some of my own things, just because there was nothing else to do. So for me, it's been perfect, because it's been a chance for me to figure out that I actually really enjoy it. And it's really, really nice being with a group of musicians who all do really like it. You don't ever have someone in it who doesn't want to be there. And it's really opened my eyes and ears, I guess, to a lot of different techniques that I think I'll be able to use in any style of music that I'm doing. I think contemporary music is becoming more and more important if we're looking at playing music from minorities, like females, BAME, composers, all of these people. We have to be playing contemporary music. So this has been a perfect way for me to look into doing more of that sort of thing.